Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and best wishes to all participants of this international conference. Let me introduce myself. My name is JP Muhammad Taufik. I am a doctoral student in communication science at Unisba. On this occasion, I would like to present manuscript entitled Genuineness of Politician Performance in the Digital Space, a study of political choice trend. First of all, in this presentation, I have divided into the following section. Introduction. Digital democratization ensures the freedom of every user, redistribute control among individuals and application used for interaction as well as to collectively create value. The resulting collectivity can create digital power. The public can determine political trends, direction, and development. At the same time, the public can select figures deemed worthy to lead as the next national leaders. On social media platform, genuine content becomes a refreshing oasis amid the dense and busy digital routine. Positive audience responses emerge because they perceive genuine content as novel amid the growing saturation of digital routines. The public is entertained because the genuine figure represents the majority aspiration. The public also views this figure as possessing deep intelligence and empathy, able to understand the psychosocial and political condition of the people. Moreover, the genuine figure is seen as capable of articulating the people's hope, desires, and wishes toward positive change. Thus, in another form, it provides broad opportunities to public to enhance political participation. Next to literature review, social media brings surprises. This occurs with general content unrelated to political yet receiving positive responses. To show respect for that figure, even pledging allegiance as a future political leader candidate. The audience response to this figure is because they are seen as appealing and displaying image. One threat of genuineness is breaking routine and not following script, often yet ethical speech style, asserting intelligence with narrative showing care only for truth. Such content structure demonstrative credible performance reflecting the figure self-image. In the context of contestation, social media is not the sole determinant of political victory, but contribute to elevating personal image. Political communication in the digital era with modern information flows accelerates political message to audiences. Public aspiration produced through political processes are quickly absorbed. Genuineness refers to the public perception that a politician appears authentic, honest, and unscripted. In digital politics, genuineness is not an objective condition but a social construction formed through media representation that can perform authenticity via informal communication style, everyday language, and open to personal experiences. Populist politicians are often seen as more genuine for presenting as ordinary people close to the public even if the performance remains strategic. This research, this research employs a qualitative method. In the research context, the qualitative method is directed toward understanding media use as a part of forming politician, personal image, and digital spaces. The approach used is virtual ethnography, which aims to understand new cultures in digital spaces. Virtual ethnography can also be used to reflect on the implication of internet-mediated communication among entities and virtual communities on the internet. The use of content analysis is directed toward uncovering represented issues and meanings formed and conveyed to audiences. In qualitative content analysis, researchers view media not merely as an information channel but also as a space for meaning production influenced by ideology, interests, and social and cultural context. Therefore, media texts such as new social media posts, film, or advertisement are read critically to identity but hidden and explicitly offering meaning pattern. And next to the research, genuineness exert two influences on audience, the general public and interest group. The general public consists of netizens with no pretense or interest other than the content, political substance, and truth. The following netizens are embodiment, creation, or permission from certain interest groups with tendencies to maintain their political image base so it doesn't fall due to the genuine figure. For certain circles, the presence of a genuine figure is seen as a threat due to their honest, transparent, and candid character. Potential dangers arise if the genuine figure enter the digital setting. Another potential danger is that it can dismantle established perception and alter digital imaging direction. Although it can be acknowledged that circulating political content is considered boring when it follows script prior- prioritizing strength and covering weakness of the politician. This differs from the genuineness principle of figures appearing without publication or digital trick. On the set, this cursor can destroy the standard content design long seen as the only way to grab and control public opinion. To counter it, genuine figures are deconstructed through content loaded with negative aspect. However, fanatical audiences already formed around the genuine figure will not believe the negative portrayal and will even attack with unkind comment on account trying to deconstruct that genuine figure. The presence of genuine figure receive quick responses from audience and garners highlight gratis and leveling virality. In fact, it will be spread through personal content from account on the featuring that genuine persona. And next, the discussion. The genuine performance of politicians in digital spaces is a construction format based on interaction between communication pattern and perception that develop among audiences. Genuineness doesn't not emerge on its own, but as a result of continuous self-representation processes negotiated and on popular social media platforms, especially YouTube and Instagram. Media converging on digital channel and scattered social media accounts build genuine performance through the use of informal and highly personal communication styles. The language employed is easily understood by audiences, even tending toward simplicity. The highly communicative content, which even expresses true in everyday audience language, creates an impression of emotional closeness. Genuine contents utilizing personal narrative centered around life experiences, daily activities, and spontaneous responses to current issues proves to be strategic for building a simple and image. And thank you for your attention.